You can order your copy of my 2021 NFL Draft Guide today. What you'll get is over 550 individual prospect scouting reports like you see here, a ton of information that'll help you keep track of who your favorite team drafts or even signs as a free agent. It's all here, over 650 full color pages in PDF form. You can order your copy at the following link, footballgameplan.com/2021 draft guide. Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook here with Football Game Plan Scouting, and you know what that means. The NFL Draft and CFL Draft for 2021 is rapidly approaching, and it's time to get into our prospect rankings for this year's draft class. And before we get started, let's take a look at what the grades that you'll see by the prospects actually mean. We're kicking off the offensive line prospect rankings with the center position, and at number 1 is Ohio State's pivot man Josh Meyers. He's a very technically sound player who plays with great knee bend and hand usage, and I'm a big fan of his athleticism, showing the ability to climb to the second level with ease. He's very good on the move, whether that's downhill in the run game or in the zone blocking game. I also believe he has A+ recognition skills for the position. Landon Dickerson of Alabama checks in at number 2 on the list. It's the injury history that concerns you mainly about his game. Missing time in 2016, 17, 18, and this past year in 2020. But when he's out there on the field, he does an outstanding job of working on combo blocks. He extremely is quick off the ball, beating defensive linemen to the punch, and rarely gets fooled by twists and stunts along the line of scrimmage. The 2020 Remington Award winner is also both alert and patient at the line of scrimmage, which helps him stay in position to execute his blocks to perfection. I really enjoyed Michael Minnett's film out of Penn State. He's fantastic on both ends of offense. He gets movement in the run game, showing the above average patience and recognition and pass pro necessary to succeed at the next level. To me, he plays with the perfect amount of both balance, technique, and also length within this game, and rarely is in a bad position. He's got pro-ready game and is a plug-and-play guy at the position, in my honest opinion. Now, looking at the rest of the centers in the top 10, I must say it's a very good year for this position. Quinn Meinerz out of Wisconsin Whitewater just flat out dominated at his level of competition, while also being able to bring that same level of ability to Mobile at the Reese's Senior Bowl this past January, where he also had a strong week of work. Now, for a taller center, Ryan McCollum out of Texas A&M plays with great leverage and pad level on a consistent basis, so much so that I can even see a pathway for him to play guard as an NFL player. Keep an eye out for Shane Magoo at number 10, the center out of FIU. He's got a good natural leverage about his game that allows him to get up under defenders' pads and dig them up out of the hole consistently. He's got a strong anchor and pass pro and is able to open up creases for the running back in the run game. He hit the All-Star circuit heavy this past January at the Hula Bowl, Tropical Bowl, and College Gridiron Showcase. Charlotte's Jalen Fisher anchors really well, which helps him do a solid job in pass pro. He has a strong punch that allows him to get a defender off balance, then has a subsequent strength to pin or drive a defensive lineman up out of the way. Here is a look at prospects 11 through 20, and get used to seeing offensive linemen from both Kentucky and Oklahoma State, as both programs were stellar in that regard. Drake Jackson and Snyder put together strong tape this past season. The Ohio Bobcat center Brett Cottrell has really good hands, strong hands at the position, with an explosive strike that stymies a defender. He is able to combine that with great core strength to consistently get movement up front. He also had a solid workout at the College Gridiron Showcase back in January. So that's it for this edition of Football Game Plan Scouting. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media accounts. And don't forget to check out and subscribe to the Football Game Plan Network located at youtube.com/footballgameplan. Also subscribe on iTunes to Football Game Plan Podcast and leave us a 5-star rating. That's where you can find our Scout Team podcast, and keep it locked every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Game Plus Network for our Scout Team show, where we will have a lot more of NFL and CFL draft related content coming down the pike.